Hello and welcome back to the FM Lowdown. Thank you for commenting on yesterday's episode. If everything's come up. Millhouse, shall we say? This should be going out the following day. So we've got two Champions League games in today's episode. We've got Slavia Prague away. A game if we really want to qualify for the next round, we have to win. And then we've got Iblunia, who, as we know, is Inter Milan. They're the two games today. In between that, I have to play Manchester City and West Brom off camera. Only the one Premier League game in between what we did in the last episode against Dynamo Kiev. We drew 2-2 of Everton. We went 2-0 down. And as soon as we went 2-0 down, I changed to the back four. So we started, as you can see, with our regular back three. And we ended it playing a 4. We changed it as soon as they scored their second goal. We changed it to a 4. And we scored 2 goals. Toure and then a final kick from Poyraz Yildirim with his first goal of the season in the Premier League. Levelled the game. So it looks like the update has broken my tactic, which is marvellous. So we're going to play a back 4 today against Slavia, and we're going to see what happens. I just need to make sure this is the right version of the 4-2-3-1. It is not the right version of my favourite 4-2-3-1. As you can see, I have just saved it. So the difference between this one and this one is a 4-4-2 out of possession. So obviously it does cause us a few problems. As you know, we don't have a natural right back at the club. We have Noel Huggins, but he's not played for us for nearly a year. So obviously we've got Juve, who can play left back, marvellous. Beraldo can do a job there. The only real natural right back we've got is Galbraith. I say natural, he's more of an attacking midfielder. And do you really want to be playing Galbraith in Champions League? And then obviously McDonald can play there, but he can't play an inverted wing-back role because he can't pass. So we'd have to change to build up with a 3 and then a 2. So that's always an option. But for a game against Slavia Prague, we are going to play Ethan Galbraith at right-back, which is always a risk. No offence, I love Ethan. But yeah, that's the way it's going to have to be. So in terms of team selection for this game, we have strength in depth this year, which is great. I can rotate the team and it doesn't really lose much quality, which is always lovely to see. So in terms of team for today, it's going to look a little bit different to normal. So we've got Penders in goal, back 4 of Galbraith, Jacquet, Beraldo and Juve, and midfield 2 of Toure and Susic, Salah, Echeverria and Monga as the front 3, all behind Letica. So that's what it looks like in possession. That's what it looks like out of possession. So we'll see if it works. Bozovic has been taken out of the squad because of his form. Louis Page probably won't be here from the summer. We've got a couple of players wanted. Eze's wanted by West Ham. Habib Diarra is wanted by Saudi Arabia. He's not really made the impact that I was hoping, I don't think, so far. And if Saudi Arabia want him, we'll probably get 40 million quid for him and he will be shown the door for that. So let's get into the Champions League match then against Slavia Prague. Again, as I've already mentioned, a game we must win if we want to qualify for the knockout stages of the Champions League. We've got to play Inter Milan obviously in the next game. We've got to play Real Madrid and Juventus too, as well as Rangers and there's 2 other teams. So we've got pretty tough, to be honest. Obviously, Igor Ugbo came from Slavia Prague, but he is on the bench because we now don't play with 3 centre-backs. We're playing with 2. Unfortunately for him, he's the one that's been taken out. There may be a chance that I work out a way where we can play a back 5 so we can still have the 3 centre-halves, something like this. Potentially could work, but I really liked the 3-2-5. But having played, obviously, the Dynamo Kiev game where we went behind, we changed to a back 4 and were much better. We were 2-0 down against Everton, changed it to a back 4, and we won. We drew. So it does seem that my little 3-2-5 experiment, which was working brilliantly, is now broken. So let's see what the back 4 does. This may not work against this team and we lose. And then it's like, oh dear, we've got to come up with something. So no offence to Slavia Prague, especially away may be more difficult, but I do want us and expect us to win this game. I'm not going to lie to you. After the first 20 minutes here in the Czech Republic, nothing's happened. Absolutely nothing. We've had 2 shots and they've had no. So 2 teams cancelling each other out here. Not really much we can go off here. Obviously, Juve in the Everton game when he came off the bench was outstanding, which is why another reason we've kind of gone to a back four for this game. Slavia Prague knocking the ball around the back and it's gone out wide to Zerbin, and then it's a good interception by Beraldo. Jacquet to Rue, good ball out wide to Mo Salah. Salah driving, that's a great ball out wide to Jeremy Monga. Juve is there for the cross, but Monga plays it back to Torreira, goes for goal, and it's a brilliant goal from our Japanese international. Kakare Toure gives Sheffield Wednesday the lead in the Czech Republic. Get in there. He's got to be his breakout season. Obviously, Chukwuemeka came in for money January and a half ago. This is his season to show me that he is the man for this position going forward. We've got players that can play there. We've got a big squad. We've got a squad that was depth. So we could do well in the Champions League. We could. The aim is, if we win the Premier League, the save's kind of over because Sheffield Wednesday have already been saved. So that's why it's no longer saving Sheffield Wednesday. It's just Sheffield Wednesday. So we lead 1-0 at half-time. We've been pretty good value as well, to be honest. The only player that I'm really worried about that this changing of tactic breaks is Echeverri. So hopefully it doesn't, because we obviously spent a lot of money on him and we love him in this save. Like, he's so good. As Juve finds Monga now driving forward. Juve is there for the overlap, and there he's Juve now into the box, cleared by Zimmer. Galbraith picks it up for Sheffield Wednesday. Galbraith into the box. Still Ethan Galbraith. Cross it across to Mo Salah, twisting in the penalty area. Mo Salah plays it back to Juve, goes for goal! And it's clipped off Latika and it's in, and he could be offside. The finest of touches from Latika. Is he offside? He's not! It's 2-0 Sheffield Wednesday. Get in there. They may have broken the tactic, but I've got another one. We have a backup tactic. And so far, it's limited Slavia Prague to absolutely nothing. So January, if we can get a right back that can play inverted, I really do think we have a chance of the Premier League. I'm not going to lie. I think that's all we now need. Obviously, we need a backup goalkeeper because my biggest concern is Penders gets injured. We don't have one. So we could be taking a look at the free agent market to see who's available, as we're going to make some substitutions on the 70th minute mark. We have so many players that we can bring on. We're going to bring on Yildirim up front. Echeverri is also going to come off, and Esteval will come on in that position. Susic will also come off for Habib Diarra, just for some fresh legs in the middle of the park. As we look to just see this game out now, 75 minutes played, 2-0 to us. I really think we've got a good squad this year. We've got players in every position. And we can play two different ways. So as Monga now twisting and turning, gets into the penalty area, the cross is blocked, and Zerbin completes the clearance. Kako up to Chori. Juve dives in and does so well as Diarra finds Beraldo. Toure turns into Diarra into Yildirim. I think he might be offside, and it is. He smacks it in. I think he's straight, just a little bit offside there. Is he offside? It looks like it. The keeper's walking back. Yeah, disallowed that one. That did look offside to me, that one. It's a good finish, though, by our Turkish striker, as we're going to make another substitution. We're going to bring off Mo Salah for Pedraza to come on. And I want to keep one sub back, because I want to try and get Roddy Frame on the left-hand side. We've got to try and balance everyone. We've got players with potential. Got a very good squad. As we approach the final 5 minutes, now we're going to bring on Roddy Frame. Jeremy Monga's going to leave the pitch, and Roddy Frame will come on for his Champions League debut. Coming through the academy, on he comes for his debut as we head into the final 5 minutes of injury time. We've been excellent. We've limited them to absolutely nothing. We've not dominated possession. My teams tend not to be honest. But we've been excellent. We've limited them to absolutely nothing. And it's a pretty convincing victory away in the Czech Republic. What could you ask for? 2 Champions League games, 2 wins, but they have broken my beloved tactic, which is always a shame. 1.8 million for that. Lovely stuff. So if you are interested in terms of the Premier League, we're top level on points with Newcastle. Slow start to the season for Arsenal, United, City and Liverpool. And in terms of the Champions League, well, that's still the Premier League. I'd love to be able to show you, but yeah, but it's not. There we go. We sit of one of 6 teams with 100% records. So we're now going to play the 2 Premier League games off camera against Manchester City and West Bromwich Albion. We'll come back for Inter Milan. Right then, it's time for Inter Milan. They are currently top of the Serie A. How are they doing? 17 points from 7 games. So what's that? 5 wins, 2 draws. Funnily enough, near enough the same record as us. So in the 2 games we played in between our Champions League matches, we continued with the back 4 and we smacked Manchester City 4-1. Susic with 2, Echeverri with 2, in between a hurt Erling Haaland goal, and then we beat West Brom away 2-0. Again, continuing with the back 4, Echeverri and Balde with the goals who got a game. And then we went on a 3-week international break in between that as well, which nearly a month actually. I forgot to arrange friendlies because I didn't realise it was a month. So most of the team wasn't fit. But now we have Inter Milan. In terms of, like, you can see, like, the fitness of some of our players is very, very low. We probably want to go full strength in this game, and this is probably our full strength team at the moment. Eze has currently got injury. Roddy Frame's currently injured. Gellerbert's not. So we'll probably have a couple of outs in January. Monga will play on the left because he's just better. Pedraza will play on the right. Salary's like here as like a backup option. So yeah, he won't be playing. But the back 4 is pretty much set in stone now. I have looked to try and get a right back in, but at the moment we only had Mateus Nunes in on trial. We're not going to sign him. Esteval's obviously on loan. I can't remember what we actually put in this loan in terms of, do we have a future fee, and we don't, it looks like. So Esteval's on the bench, but that'll be the team. Let's go and play Inter Milan in the Champions League. Looking for 3 wins from 3. They are one of the 6 teams with a 100% record, are Inter Milan. Unbeaten like us this season. So let's see how good we are. This is a good test of where we're at as a club, I think, regardless of the system that we're playing. I'd love to just go out there and play R3-2-5 and really make a fist of it, but we have to play the 4. It's unfortunately the way that we're going to have to play, but if it wins us matches, I'm all for it. So, underway at Hillsborough, Sheffield Wednesday versus Inter Milan. Considering what this is season 5, we've done so well to get the squad that we have after 5 seasons. A couple of positions obviously lack, but we built it based on a tactic that no longer works. As we win the ball back well in midfield, Galbraith knocking it around, Jacquet, good ball out wide to Beraldo. We do have him driving forward, so it's to Rouet into Beraldo. Out wide to Juve. Now he can use his blistering pace and brilliant delivery. Monga now has the ball. Monga into the box. Will he square it? He's gone for goal. Scored. We lead Inter Milan after 5 minutes at Hillsborough. Jeremy Monga's first Champions League goal. And his first goal for Sheffield Wednesday. And we lead Inter Milan. They have a free kick here. DeMarco after 8 minutes. Goes for goal, and it's wide of Mike Pender's right-hand post. Don't want to see any free kicks flying in the top corner. Thank you very much. Well, it is a pretty good start. I really think we get a right back. We have a chance of winning everything. I'm not going to lie. As Echeverri now on the half turn. Susic out wide to Juve. Susic is actually playing against his parent club as well because he's on loan from Inter Milan. Juve. Monga. Sensible to Rouet. Very sensible. That's a really good ball to Ethan Galbraith. And he's got room and goes for goal. And it's a good save by the Inter Milan goalkeeper. Thibaut Courtois is in goal for Inter Milan. I didn't even realise that. So very simple. Is that Bruno Fernandes as well? Is that Man United? It is. 35-year-old Bruno Fernandes. Blimey. I didn't expect that. So we head past the 32-minute mark. Other than their free kick, they've not created... Oh, no, famous last words. Lautaro Martinez, good tackle by Jacquet. Galbraith out wide to Beraldo. Beraldo out wide to Juve. Monga comes inside and then goes to the outside. Juve. She needs to be sent. That's a really good ball into Susic. Susic into Monga. Back to Susic. Monga again! It's 2-0 Sheffield Wednesday. Jeremy Monga. 2 – 2 in 35 minutes. Oh, VAR. 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 2 – 2 Hey, it's 2-0 after 35 minutes. Get in there. This is what we paid the money for Jeremy Monga for. This is what we paid the money for. As we head towards half-time, can we make it 3 before half-time? Against a team that's unbeaten in Serie A. Jacquet out wide to Beraldo. What's he going to? Rue. That's looking for Latika. Susic picks it up and Latika's in. Is he offside? We're going to have another VAR. Are we going to have VAR? No, it's not. It's 3-0. It's 3-0 against Inter Milan. And there's another immediate highlight. I wonder if they'll score from this one. It's El Marla now drives straight at Juve. Juve flies in. Thank God it's not a red card. Thank God. As DiMarco stands over a free kick into the box. That's offside, linesman. Yeah, he's got to be offside, surely. Bissek heads in at the far post, but I'm pretty sure he's offside. And he is. Good. So it looks like we'll go in at half-time 3-0 up then. And we have. Sheffield Wednesday 3, Inter Milan 0. Now that's not really what I expected. But quite frankly, we've been outstanding. Petar Susic against his parent club. Outstanding. Things you love to see. Juve finds Monga, and that is the end of that pointless kick-off highlight, as we've all come to accustomed to in Football Manager games. As we approach 60 minutes, we will make some substitutions in a moment. But at the end of the day, our squad's very deep. We've got players that can play multiple positions. Keeps it fresh. We've actually been really, really good. As Juve takes the corner, both my fullbacks are booked, which isn't ideal. Juve in, and it's 4. Jeremy Jacquet has made it 4-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. Holy moly. This tactic may be even better than the Thrack 3. We're 4-0 up. Well, Pedraza off then for Mo Salah. Monga can come off for Roddy Frame. We may as well rest our players. Galbraith can come off for Jayden McDonald, and then what we'll do is change his in possession role to an inverted fullback because he can't play into the midfield. And we'll get Yildirim on up front. We might as well take our bodies off with 20 minutes to go. This game's, I'm pretty confident, dead and buried. We're 4-0 up. I can't actually believe we're 4-0 up. I'm not going to lie to you. So we head towards the 80th minute mark. The big thing now is, can we keep a clean sheet? That's the big thing here. Juve's got 2 assists. Sucic has got 2 assists. Heading towards 80 minutes. Right, we're going to take Echeverri off now. We need to give our, Bozovic can come on for Echeverri to play in the middle. I think that's 5, isn't it? Yeah, that'll be our final sub then. Bozovic to come on in the middle. Which does mean he has to kind of... I think he's the... he becomes the striker in our out of possession anyway. Which he's fine with, so... So we approach the final 2 minutes. They've only had 7 shots, 3 on target. There's a chance for us to make it 5. Salah's standing over a free kick. And he's gone for goal and it's off the post. And he's sort of cleared. And it's caught by Thibaut Courtois. God, can you imagine if we won 5-0? So we head into the final 3 minutes of injury time. And that's it. Sheffield Wednesday 4. Inter Milan 0. Wow. Just wow. What a performance. Absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. 3 teams left now with 100% records. Us, Real Madrid and Napoli. And if we look at the fixtures, so the next episode, I've got to play Leeds, Wigan, Stoke off camera. We come back for Juventus, who are also in Serie A. Where are they in Serie A? They're 7th, so hopefully I get 3 points against them as well. I play Chelsea and Forest. And then we've got Real Madrid. Now, I believe Real Madrid are the holders of this competition. So we're about to see how good we really are. Yeah, Real Madrid are the holders of the competition and have won it 2 out of the 4 seasons in this save. So we're about to see how good we are, I think, at the end of November. If you've enjoyed, Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and let me know you're still enjoying the series. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.